Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Railway Empire. So we're continuing our playthrough here and we are just noticing a few small issues we're having. Mainly the fact that these guys are spending a lot of time just waiting. And part of that is because this guy is not actually going anywhere and we have a long queue going down the train here. So I think what we're going to start with, we have a few things that we actually need to work on when it comes to tasks as well. But to make sure that we are making enough money, we're going to expand this station a little bit. We have a lot of money at the moment. So we're going to use some of that money to generate more money. I think that should be pretty good. I'm going to make all of these stations actually show up. So we will have 8 different places where they can stop instead of the few we have right now. So the functionality with dual track is really convenient. I super much enjoy that. I wish they could implement it for this kind of stuff as well. You're able to, when you're building between cities, you're actually able to just duplicate the track directly once you've built it, but it doesn't apply to everyone. So we're gonna go there. That should help us with the amount of trains right there. We could do the same here as well, actually. So definitely gonna have to do these even further, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna start with setting this up and then we should be good to go. Wouldn't have to actually focus on this city too much after this. Okay, so that's about 250 grand wasted, but we have a lot bigger station now. And we really shouldn't have these guys running into issues now. It's unfortunate that they can't actually leave. Like, this guy should be able to leave if even if there is someone else traveling on this road, I feel like. But I guess he was waiting for the other train to go out here. So maybe what we should do is do this. Does that make any sense? Maybe it doesn't. Nah, that won't change anything. Okay, so we actually have a few tasks that we need to do. So I guess we just might as well get going with that. We need to produce beer. That just means buy a beer production facility, more or less. 3 beer a week is not very much. I think that's a level 2 building, probably. Something like that. And we need to found 2 cities, as well as connecting its sense to our network. In other words, I think I would like to go down to Oklahoma. I think that would be a good place to go here next. So let's do that, I guess. You guys are going the opposite direction, so I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go right here. We'll do that. We'll connect you to there, and we're gonna have a grid iron right here. We're probably gonna have one over here somewhere as well. Yes, that should do it. That's a bit of a windy road to go, but I think that's fine. I think that's actually pretty good. We're gonna have some trains going there as well, and probably actually have a train going directly from here as well. Maybe even make new platforms for it. Then they're gonna join together there. This should not be a tunnel, that's for sure. Does that work? That looks pretty good. We'll go with that. 353 grand. And we will have one on the inner side after this, so you'll go there. And the other way around is always a little bit cheaper, so we're paying 208 grand for it on the way back. So that is the wood that we need. We have grain right here, and we can probably get meat from Wichita, yeah. That should be perfectly fine. Any upgrades we want to invest in? Reduce the cost of in-service training in the personnel office by a further 5%. I don't think I care. Yeah, neither of those seems very interesting. Reduce the water and sand and lubrication oil consumption. That seems good. That seems good. So yeah, we have everything that Oklahoma needs to be able to grow. Business for sale. That's not close enough. Oh, I just bought it. Damn it.
If no one else bids,
Fine.
it's easy to win.
I didn't need that. I didn't actually want that. I just spent a lot of money on that. Can I sell it? I'm not getting any money back for it, so I might as well hold it then. It's always slow to be growing in the beginning of the game, or the beginning of a new city. Once they get to like 40-50,000 people, it usually grows a lot faster. Okay, well, we can finish up the wood route now down to Oklahoma here. And then we'll just go with Inyo. Probably this guy all the way down to Oklahoma. One train is definitely going to be enough to begin with. Okay, so that is the wood train that we need. Need to remember to put these to always go when they're full. No reason to keep them otherwise. And we're gonna need a lot of towers as well, so we do one there, we'll do one here, one... Can I put one here? Yes. And then we can have one right there and there. That's a lot of towers. That should be enough for them. That should be enough for them. Yeah, Wichita actually needs some of this stuff right here. That bypasses Dodge City, so we shouldn't need anything extra there. I think I built this on the wrong side as well. No? Probably didn't actually. Good stuff. So a little bit more money, and then we can get sugar into Wichita as well, so we can make even more money. How is this looking? Are you guys keeping up now? Oh, we're still having a bit of issue with these guys standing around. So we can have a cross there, and then we can have trains going from here over to Wichita. Okay, Oklahoma City is now getting the wood it needs. So let's set up a station over here to bring grain as well. Might actually go on the other side, that way we can bring it up to Dodge City when we need to as well. So you are going to go here, actually on the other side. Okay, so there's Davis Station to Oklahoma City as well. That should bring in the grain, and then we just need to bring the meat over from Wichita as well, and for that we only need the money for a train, so that should be fairly easy to get. If we can start making money, that is. Alright, there we go. Nice, should probably make sure that you are only leaving when you're full as well. And then we're gonna set up a train going from Wichita to Oklahoma. And it's gonna be the same train. Probably use more than one of them eventually.
Formidable example of how not to do it. Yeah.
But yeah, we're in debt at the moment, so gonna have to wait a little bit until we get some cash. After end of auction, the costs are subsequently reduced. Nah. Increase the number of passengers in our city. Sure, that is usually a good idea. And there we have our first train delivering meat as well. That should help. These guys do have a lot of meat as well that they can produce. Topeka is producing a fair amount of beer as well. Kansas City is also producing beer. What do we have in the warehouse here? Is it something we can get rid of? Not really, no. Do you have meat? Yes, these guys are producing meat, so we could actually do this. Actually, you are getting meat, so we don't need meat here. If we go to our warehouse, we can delete the meat that we have right there. That's not really needed. And then these, we should actually get a lot more trains onto here. We're only using 2 between Topeka and Kansas. Let's go up to 4 trains. Can make us a little bit more money. I do apologize if there are some noises in the background today. I'm sitting in a room that's like 25 degrees. It is horrendously warm here in Latvia this week. So I have a fan on in the background. I do hope that I have been able to filter most of it out, but there might be some buzzing. I hope you can bear with me. Should we increase the amount of people going here as well? One more train on there. Now then, that should be Oklahoma City being built up once we get the wood over there, which is coming here. So that will be the second city built.
Look at our
Here we go.
See the hope on their faces. They trust us to transport them to their new lives. Also, they know that the potential here in the West is unlimited.
So we set up this grid iron here. I didn't notice, but it messed up the other one that was not here. So this guy should still have a grid iron as well. Which it didn't to begin with. Yeah, that's not great. Should function better now though. Should function better now though. So yeah, that's the 2 cities that we needed. Now we just need to produce beer and connect more cities to our production here. These guys have everything that they need. The milk there. Anything else worth mentioning or connecting here? Cows to Omaha. We already have so much meat that I don't really feel like we need the cows. Yeah, do we have from corn to there? We do not. I think I want to put up a train going from Mason Shop. And going directly to Kansas City. Preferably through here. Actually. So waypoint 2 right there. That will be pretty good, I think. Probably do 2 trains even, once we have the money for it. It is so dumb. Why are they reserving tracks when they're standing here being serviced? Like, these guys are waiting for him to leave while he's just standing there being loaded and serviced. Doesn't make any sense. Oh well, not much we can do about that. So Kansas City is now growing at least, which is very good to see. I think I'm going to bring in some of these sugar pieces over there as well. So if we bring sugar over to Kansas City, we can have it go through here on the way back. Way it doesn't go through the cities, which I think is helpful. A couple of trains on there maybe. And if we want to buy the beer production here, how much does that cost? And that's 300 grand. We can easily buy that. As long as no one bids on it. So there we have that one. And that's instantly completing the beer production.
Good Gott. I doubt that this investment was worth it.
Why is Oklahoma not growing anymore? We ran out of corn. So how do we get more corn onto here? Just don't have a good way to get corn. There we go. That's a max speed route past Wichita, which should mean that we can bring corn a little bit easier down to Oklahoma. Of course, this is too close. Hell yeah. Can we put you up the edge as well? Yes, still max speed. And then this guy just goes straight into here. That should be pretty good. Make sure that we are having signals. I feel like they could make this automatically get the travel direction from the lane you're connecting to. Seems like a lot of work for very little value. Waiting on... Probably had a breakdown here or something. Wonder if we want to change this around and have you guys go on here instead. Something like that could help. And then what else do we need to do? Well, we're gonna bring stuff down to Oklahoma then. So from Mason Shop all the way down to here. That's a really long trek, but I don't really see another way to do it. Let's just send them away. There's this private agreement. Costs are cheaper. You just bid 600 grand, you nut job. I guess we can connect Topeka to Oklahoma as well. What? Ah, they can't actually... Okay. We want them to be able to go down this way to this, and then we want them to be able to go from this guy. Maybe that's what we should do. To there. To there. That's better. That should allow us to have you go from here down to Oklahoma. It's probably a couple of trains would help. Why would this guy not go on this route instead? What if we delete these and just tell you that you're not allowed to go on those? What will you do then? Then you will go on the right one, okay? And we'll do that, and then we'll force these guys off here. Go over this with the bridge, and go into... probably here somewhere. Kinda hit this point in the game now where everything is very cheap, so we can just kinda build whatever we need. Oklahoma is growing, Dodge City is growing, Topeka and Kansas and Wichita is not growing. What are you guys missing? You are missing fruit? How are we missing fruit? We have a breakdown there, maybe. And the trains do we have here? We only have that guy going to Topeka. So... warehouse, fruit, let's delete that. And let's say you... copy rail. Instead of going here, let's go here. At least one train. And then let's copy that guy, and instead of going there, you will go here. Preferably over this. What else do you need? Clothing we have, and producing wooden planks and salt. I don't think any of that is available around here. We're producing wooden planks here, but not very many. Is that because we don't have enough wood, or is it because of something else? Because we don't have enough wood. So, who is delivering wood for... Wait, what? White terminal to Topeka. Why do I not see a train going between Dodge City, Oklahoma? Am I missing something? Routes using the station. White station to Topeka. That guy. Why are you going that way and not going through here? I wonder. Would we do that instead? And then maybe get a few more trains on there. Got a lot of money now. We're above 1 million. Gosh, this is so annoying. So he's waiting for goods. Why? What? Yeah, they're reserving tracks on some weird way when they're just standing on the platform for some reason. That is really annoying. I haven't seen very many updates to the game either, so I'm not sure how supportive the developers are for continuing to support the game, which is sad to see because it's a great game, like in general. That should give us a lot more platforms at least to work with. And then we can get some upgrades here, so a little bit cheaper locomotives. And then there was somewhere here, yeah, this gives us cheaper bridges as well, which is probably a good next step. Things waiting for 4 weeks. So we have Dodge City, Kansas City, Kansas City. So we don't actually need 2 trains here. 1 is enough. Good, using this. Denver, that's up to there. Kansas City. It's to there. It's down to that. Topeka, and then Wichita. So should we increase the amount of trains we have here maybe? And allow a route to go past the city here. Something like that. We should have this guy on the other side of this. Build another one on this side, and that should get a bypass on both sides of this city. Downside to doing this is that you're kind of boxing your own city in a little bit. It does help with the radius that they have added now. So you can actually navigate a little bit more within the city, as opposed to what you were able to before. And that means we have two guys going there, yes. Yeah, this is so weird how they decided to do this. Why is this one sitting here waiting for this one to leave when he's waiting for goods? I don't understand that. That seems like a bug. Another 10,000 people and then we are done with this task as well. Yeah, these guys are still just standing here.
You should really keep your trains in better shape.
I don't get it. Why is this a thing? This is like game breaking almost. This means that you can't have trains actually standing at all. I can't even do that. Kansas City. He's not even trying to get anything either. How does this look? You don't have anything. You have no corn. You have nothing. So why is this guy deciding that, hey, I'm not gonna pick up anything? When this is the only guy that goes to Kansas City. Like what? He's waiting to be loaded. Yeah, I don't know. That is really weird. He should be loading up. But he just isn't. Okay. Anyway, it looks like we managed to get to the... or get through the task list that we had right here. So let's see what the next few missions are after this. I'm curious. It'll be interesting to see. About 3 years ahead of time, actually. So doing really well.
People flock to the west and settle. New cities grow and prosper. And I know that his command leads to eternal life. This is John 12:50. You surely encountered our direct competitor, the Denver and Rio Grande Railroad. In order to proceed, we must cross Raton Pass to the southwest. Our wicked competitor had the same idea, so we will have to drive them away. To the north of the pass, there's a camp from which we shall advance into the mountains. The Denver and Rio Grande must give way. Blow them away like smoke. Melt them like wax in a fire. Let the wicked perish in the presence of God.
It's kind of funny. Okay, so what do we have here? This is unprofitable. I can reach that now, can I not? Yeah, we should probably bid on this guy actually. Because we will be using him very shortly.
Good God. I doubt that this investment was worth it.
Okay, so what missions do we have here? Construct a dispatch hall extension at the train station in Camp Rathan. In order to equip a station with an extension, select it first and choose the suitable building in the construction menu. Achieve an express status on a rail between Omaha and Camp Rattan. Deliver 40 loads of weapons to Camp Rattan. Note that only your own weapon depot is willing to provide you with weapons. Deliver 4 loads of clothing to Denver. And note that there is no demand for clothing in Denver until its population reaches 50,000. Very well. We have plenty of years to do that, but I would say that this episode is over at this point. I think we are going to continue this playthrough in the next one. So if you have enjoyed this episode, click that like button. If you want to see more of this kind of stuff, there's a subscription button as well. And I want to say thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.